Hello, everyone. Let me talk to you a little bit about my language journey. So, as you know, probably from watching the introduction video, I grew up in France and I grew up bilingual, speaking both English and French. We spoke English at home and French outside the home. But yeah, I really quickly, when I was younger, I started being interested in languages. I was quite interested in learning Greek and Latin when I was younger. I started learning Greek when I was 11 from my dad, and then I also took it in school, learned Latin in school as well. I learned German when I was in high school in France, well, middle school and high school in France, and took German for quite a while. I also ended up doing Russian as well for 1 year in France. And so, yeah, I really liked languages when I was younger. Then Actually, it was some friends of ours that used to come down and visit us in the south of France, who were from the Netherlands. And my parents had told me that we were going to move to the US, and I still had 2 years left of high school in France. And I didn't know what I was going to do for that last year before we moved to the US. And so me and the son of this family from the Netherlands, we just started talking, and we decided, well, what if I moved to the Netherlands with them and just stayed with them? And so we talked about that. We went and talked to our parents about it, and they said okay. And 2 weeks later, I was on a train, and I went and lived with them for a whole school year. I learned Dutch at school, so I went to school in Dutch just like everybody else there. And it was hard at the beginning, but after about a month, I started speaking Dutch, and I was able to read and write and everything. And yeah, I still speak Dutch now, and so it was a good experience for me. After that, I did do some Spanish. My final year of high school, I was in the U.S. in San Diego, in California, and I did Spanish for a year. And then after that, I ended up majoring in Russian at the university and got my degree in Russian. Didn't really get to use Russian a whole lot after that, but I did learn it. And I also spent quite some time just on my own learning Chinese. And it is a bit difficult when you know a lot of languages. You have to prioritize, you have to make decisions. Do I want to do this language, that language? And sometimes you just get a little bit bored with the language, or you don't have a lot of motivation. And sometimes you just don't have time. So, for example, Chinese takes a long time to do because you have to, if you want to learn the characters, you have to spend a lot of time on it. So, when I did learn Chinese, I spent hours, like 2 hours a day, because I really wanted to learn how to write. But yeah, you do have to make choices, that's for sure. And I just wanted to say that, I do understand the process you're going through, and it's not an easy process learning a language. So we'll talk about that a little more in some other videos about like the whole process of learning languages.